like an auspicious time for kapora, and by saying Vayichulu, you come also into the bracket of kapora before Shabbos. And then the Gemara carries on. Tanya, Rabbi Yossi ben Yehuda Omer, Shnei Malochei HaShoros Malavin Lo La'odom Be'erev Shabbos Mibeis HaKnesses LeBeisai. When a person comes out from shul on Shabbos, two malachim accompany him. Echad tov ve'echad ra. One good and one bad. Ukeshabah LeBeisai. The good and the bad means that always there's a bechira and how well the mitzvah was done. One malach looks for good, the other one tries to criticize. And when you arrive at the house, ubala beisai, and the malachim walk in, you're accompanied. It's not a fairy tale. This is the actual reality of coming out of shul on Shabbos and having said Vayichulu, a shutuf to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you have an accompaniment of two malachim who come with you. Ukeshabala beisa, they arrive at the front door. Umotza ner doluk, and the candle is lit. U'shulchan aruch, and the table is laid, ready for Shabbos. U'mitosai mutzaz, and the beds are made. Malach toiv omer yehi ratzon shetehei leShabbos acheres kach. The good malach turns around and says, let it be like this next week. U'malach ra oiner omein bal kochoi. I agree. I have no choice but to agree with you. V'im lav, and if it's not like that, and the house is a mess and nothing is ready for Shabbos, then the malach ra turns around and says, let it be like this next week. And the malach tov has to say, bal koch, against his will, I agree. What's going on here? What's the nature of this? It's all a sequence of events. Having said Vayichulu, the malachim come back and bring the brocha. Vayiborech Elokim es yom hashvi. Shabbos carries a brocha. Likra Shabbos luchu v'neilcha ki hi makor habrocha. It has the source of blessing to it, a brocha. The malachim accompany the person to the house and bring the brocha and give a kapora to the person who said Vayichulu. And now in the house, they see everything is ready. This spectacular event of being the Eidim of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Shutuf B'Maisa Bereshis, in the creation, at that point, they bring the bracha, the blessing, into the house of each person, and it's demonstrative, and it pervades the whole atmosphere in the home. And this is the reason why we sing Shalom Aleichem Malachei HaShoris, Ba'ochini L'Shalom, Tzeichem L'Shalom. We bring the malachim into the house, and that's the power of the home. It's almost as if the home turns into a mikdosh ma'at. The malachim come in, the house is being cleaned up, and the malachim are there, and they're ready to give a bracha to the home, to the house. And that's why we say Shalom Aleichem Malachei HaShoris, who have accompanied me home. Many homes, after you sang Shalom Aleichem, bench the children and give a bracha to the children. And the reason why we do it specifically at this time is when you've said Vayichulu in the shul, and you've begun the emergence of the bracha, Vayiborech Elokim, and the malachim come with you, and they put their hands on your head, it's as if that bracha is extended now to the children. You take it further, and you put your two hands where there are 15 bones, they say, in each hand, and there are 15 words in Yevorechecha, and you pass the bracha on to the children. The Vilna Gaon explains that words Yevorechecha, Yoya Hashem, and Yisa Hashem Panav Eilecha, are the source of all brachas that a person can ever need in life. Yevorechecha refers to whatever a person needs, if it's money, if it's friendship, whatever a person requires, if it's children, Yevorechecha. V'yishmerecha, and whatever the bracha is that you need, it should be protected and guarded and survive by you. That whatever the bracha is, let it have a momentum to it and not dissipate. Yoya Hashem Panav Eilecha refers to the relationship between Adam Lamokaim, between man and HaKadosh Baruch Hu. V'chuneka is the chen, the grace that a person has. Like Noach, if you remember, the whole world was destroyed, except Noach was spared because Noach matzah chen be'enei HaKadosh Baruch Hu. He found grace, the chen that Noach had. It's not just the action of the mitzvahs, but also the grace, the chen, the beauty, and how it's performed. Yisa Hashem, that Hashem should have no anger on you. Noise upon him, he should remove any anger and grant you the greatest gift of all, which is the Keli HaMachzik bracha, which holds all bracha, which is Shalom. source of all bracha, and one passes it on to the children. The next scene is the scene of Eishes Chayil. We give a tribute to the housewife, the Akeres Habayis, who has prepared the food and prepared the home, and have everything possible in order to create this atmosphere. And we praise the home. Maybe we can take one particular verse in Eishes Chayil. Zama mosode vatikochehu mipri kapeho noto korem. The Eishes Chayil, Zamama, means to look ahead. And she sees a field. The field has no value to it at all. But Zamama, she looks at the field, vatikochehu, and she buys it. She says, I'll take this, which doesn't seem to have much value, mipri kapeha. From her acts that she had done, she's prepared, she's created a home, an action, a place of Shabbos Kodesh, not Korem. There's a vineyard which comes out. It's a tremendous tribute to the Eishes Chayil, who has prepared the home and got everything ready that the Malachim can come in and create their bracha. And finally, we come to the scene of Kiddush. There are specific dinim of Kiddush, of a kosher bracha. The Shulchan Aruch in Siman Kuf Pei Gimel explains that first of all it needs hadocha, which is cleaning it inside. Shtifa is outside in water, lifting it up with two hands, then putting it in the one hand, and one should put the kov inside the palm of the hand, and the fingers are supposed to come up over the side. It should be alive, chai. The ayin should be chai. It means undiluted. Nowadays we have only diluted wine, but it should be diluted so that it can be drunk. The kos should be full, surrounded by other cups, giving it out to other people, especially to one's wife. Mashagel b'nei beisai. These are all aspects of a kos shel bracha. This is all a follow-through from the Vayechulu, from accepting upon oneself and the testimony which a person says in order to be Makabel Shabbos, the setting of Shabbos. I'd like to end perhaps and maybe put it all together with a beautiful Zmiras that we sing every Leil Shabbos, which the Chofetz Chaim describes as being really perhaps the real scene of what takes place in our home every Shabbos. We say the following words: Kol mekadesh shavi koroyu loi, kol shomer Shabbos kados meichal loi, schora harbe me'od al pi fa'oloi. There are two really types of people here. There's a kol mekadesh shavi koroyu loi, anybody who sanctifies Shabbos in the correct way. Number one. Kol shomer Shabbos kados meichal loi is a person who's careful and keeps Shabbos not to do anything wrong. He doesn't turn the light on. He doesn't watch the TV. His kid doesn't cook any food. That's kol shomer Shabbos. It's also an aspect of keeping Shabbos. But schora habe ma'od, his reward is very great. Al pi fa'oloi. You can be someone who just is kol shomer Shabbos kados meichal loi, or you can do everything possible in order to create an atmosphere in the home of literally creating the kedusha of Eidus to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, which is kol mekadesh shavi koroyu loi, which is a very high level of recognition of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The reward which a person receives is dependent on how seriously and how passionate and how devoted one is at the time of making Kiddush. A person can, the settings and the scenes which I gave you, of recognition before you make Kiddush of the world in its entirety, the technological world of man and his achievements and his accomplishments and education and travel, all that we brought. The scene of Hashgacha Potis, of divine supervision, which HaKadosh Baruch Hu also maintains the world, and then the world of Torah. These all come into the Vayachal Elokim Bayom HaShvi. He created the world, and all this stopped. And we are the only ones who recognize this investment, this inception that HaKadosh Baruch Hu does. No one else. The world is a place full of atheism. It has no recognition. People are busy with making their money, going on vacation, spending their money and enjoying whatever they can, but they never recognize the Balabayas. Kiddush on Shabbos lifts the veil and brings in the Balabayas. And that's the moment of Vayechulu. It's complemented by the Malachim coming together and accompanying the person back from shul and bringing the bracha into the house. They're putting their hands on your head. The bracha then further goes into the children of Yevorechacha, the tribute to the Eishes Chayil, and finally the kosher bracha on the yayin, of which when we make Kiddush. This is the setting of Leil Shabbos in your home. You can do it kados mechalalai, not doing any malacha, and you're careful of the loisases, of what not to do. Or you can do makom mekadesh shuvi koroylai. You can put your heart into it and create an atmosphere of kedusha in the home. And this is the setting behind Kiddush and Leil Shabbos. Thank you very much. Kol tov.